Hi, I'm so glad that you are back at Love Your Midlife. I'm Darcy Justin. I am a coach and a mentor for women that are trying to live their best possible life and get beyond a lot of their limiting beliefs. Today, we are on part 2 of how to embrace change in midlife. So the first video was all about how change is going to come our way. And many times in midlife, change, we are bombarded with change all at one time. A lot of things can happen at the same time. And it can be a little overwhelming sometimes. It can be uncomfortable. And I've even had women tell me before that it can even make them angry. So change can be difficult, but it doesn't have to be if we know that change can be a process. Change can go from where we are to the in between, which is really a very safe place, to the other side of change. And I think it's really important to remember that we really all do desire change. So many of us say, I don't like change. I don't want change. And I think that's a natural reaction to, taking a shovel and start digging into your life and turning over some of the dirt. Even I'm like that. My husband asked me to try something at the gym, try the rowing machine. And I was like, oh no, I don't do the rowing machine. And then I was like, oh, wait a second, I've never tried it. So how can I say I don't like it if I've never tried it? So let's just remember that change can be uncomfortable, but it's coming your way no matter what. It's all about life, and life is messy, and we are going to have changes that come up. And how we handle the change can make such a huge impact on us being happier and more at peace and have a really better understanding of how we operate and where we want to go. So remember that part of change is embracing a lot of really interesting aspects of your life. So one of the things I want to try to remind you to do is always be willing to try something new. It's really important that we don't get closed off and closed minded and, oh, I've never done that before. Or, I don't think I can do that. Or, I used to oil paint years ago in high school, believe it or not. And I just started doing it again because I thought that it would be such a great therapeutic thing for me to do, and just have some really nice quiet time by myself. So remember to try new things and take risks, for heaven's sakes. You really have nothing to lose by going on a trip with a girl, or go see a fabulous garden, or try something really new. Step out of your comfort zone. Come on, get out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone and try something you haven't tried before. It will feel so good. You remember when you were like 18 and 19, it was no big deal if someone said, hey, we're going to go to this concert. Do you want to go? And you're like, yeah, of course I want to go. And then we get older and we're like, oh, I don't know. What time are you going to get back? How far am I going to have to walk? Where do we have to park? Oh, I don't, it's going to be hot. It's going to be really hot. I don't know. I mean, we just get to be so curmudgeon-y as we get older. So let's throw that out the window and let's focus on taking risks and trying new things, because that is also how we embrace change. The other thing is a lot of us really get stuck in midlife in our 50s and 60s and 70s. And you're really only stuck if you want to be stuck. So you can't make a decision. You don't know what to do. There's so many ways that we can be stuck. And it's really all about our mindset, right? So if you're willing to stay in that place, that is exactly where you're going to stay. So remember, you have to be open minded, right, as we get a little bit older, and listen to people around you and their advice and some of their suggestions. It might be really valuable to you. And remember, new ideas are great ideas, right? Even if you don't like it at first, just go, oh, okay, I'm going to think about that. That's one of my favorite sayings. As you know, I did a whole video about instead of saying no, say, I'm going to think about that. So put that into practice. That is a wonderful thing to do, and it will open up a lot of new doors for you and a lot of really interesting things for you. The other thing I want to suggest if you are stuck or you're really having a hard time with change or retirement or wanting to move or some of these bigger things, go ahead and hire a coach. Now, I'm just not saying that because I'm a coach, but I have also been coached and it was amazing. Coaches help you get up out of your head and out of your limiting beliefs, right? We all have so many limiting beliefs from our family, from our friends. How many times, in your life has someone said, "Oh, I really want to start a business," and in the back of your mind you're thinking, "I don't think you could start your own business. Like you have a hard time finding your car in the parking lot. Why would you want to start a business?" And a coach is going to be, okay, let's do it, because they don't have all those prejudices that other people have that have been around you and seen some of the negative things that have gone on in your life or some of the bad decisions you've made. But we're all capable right now today of making wonderful decisions. And a coach can expedite that. They can help you move along the process so much quicker. And if you don't hire a coach, have a mentor, have a friend or a woman in your life. Maybe she's a little older than you. Maybe she's younger than you. That's totally cool. And she's going to be there to help you and push you a little bit and guide you and be like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Let's do something else. The other thing is don't ever forget to keep creating and keep learning. Keep all of those opportunities open. I just mentioned that I started oil painting again. So maybe it's gardening. Maybe it's joining a hiking group. Maybe it's going to meetups where you meet new people that way. Get out of your comfort zone. Take off that coat that holds you down and keeps you where you are and go meet new people, right? That's such a great part of change. And you never know what they're going to introduce you to, right? It could be like if you're single, it could be like the really hot brother. You never know. I'm just saying. So create, learn, study, keep your mind active and keep moving forward in all those areas. I do it. I take 2 or 3 classes every year. I'm always learning something new. I'm always pushing myself, and it's really, really great. It also will it will make you feel younger. When you're learning new stuff and you're embracing new concepts and you're meeting new people, it re-energizes you. And all of a sudden, you don't feel like you're 70 anymore. You feel like you're 40 because it feels really good. It feels really good. One of the things that I want to mention too about dealing with change is notice your thoughts. And if you're always going back to the I can't because, or the victim mentality, or any of those things that are really holding you down, notice those and write those down. And if you like to journal, journal about that because you don't want to be in that place. That is not a positive place to be. That's why I created the Love Your Midlife manifesto, which you can get below on my YouTube channel. And it is all about taking our negative thoughts and turning them into positive thoughts so we can change our mindset. If we change our thoughts, we can change our life. I say this every day. And I know this is true because it happened to me. So if I could change my life and change my thoughts, then you can do it too. The other thing is don't ever, ever think that you can't reinvent yourself. Don't ever think that you can't push the restart button. Don't ever think that you can't have a whole new identity because you can at any time in your life. And you've done it before. You just forgot or you're not aware of it. But we all rediscover ourselves. We all have the ability to hit the restart button, to have a new identity. Whatever it is that you want to do, you have the ability to do that. And don't forget that. That's a huge part of changing something in your life that you may want to change. If you, oh my gosh, I guess the last thing really I want to say is don't ever give up. That's sort of my motto, is that we never ever give up. So no matter what's going on in your life, if you really want to move, then find ways to talk to people about moving. If you really want to leave your job, if you really want to start a new business, don't give up. Just because two or three people are like, I don't know why you do that, or maybe you don't have the money, or maybe this isn't lined up, or that isn't lined up. What's really important is that you don't give up on your dreams, your desires, your passions, and really what you want to do in your life. That is such a big part of change. It can happen if you're willing to never give up. The first two or three things that pop up and they don't work out, I have friends that are single and they go on a couple dates and they're like, I don't want to date anymore. Oh, come on. That's not representative of what's out there. There's only 80 million men out there. Come on. So we don't give up. Let's be midlife women that don't give up on what we really want. You just keep taking bites out of it, one bite at a time, talking to new people, going to new places, looking at all the different things that you can do. And that is going to get you the change that you want. And that is going to help you find a lot of the desires and dreams that you're really looking for, you really, really want. If you need any help in this area, I am a midlife coach and I love sharing my tips, my suggestions, my stories with you. I love doing that all the time, every week. But if you need help, I'm here. You can reach out to me. You can email me. You can contact me. You can join my Facebook group. You can find me on my podcast. I'm more than happy to have a strategy call with you, a 30-minute strategy call, or an hour session where we talk about things. You might be really surprised how much a coach can help move things along for you so much faster because we don't really know much about that. I am so glad that we had this time together. I hope that you will have a better attitude about embracing change. And I hope that it comes your way and every possible way that you want it to come. And I look forward to hearing from you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. We will see you at Love Your Midlife very soon. Bye, babes.